Hey guys, before I start, I want to thank you for your support over the last couple of days. It was incredible. It made a big difference on the channel, and now not just those videos are getting views, but also the old videos as well. I saw new comments on those old videos, and this is all thanks to you guys. This is quite bad that YouTube works like this. I really don't like saying to you guys stuff like this video or share it or comment on it. I feel like I'm giving you guys homework. I really would like to just focus on making these videos as best I can. I really don't want to think about stuff like this and how YouTube works. But unfortunately, this is the only way how people will see the videos. Now, even if you did subscribe to a channel, YouTube will still not show the videos. Usually, only 5 to 10% of your subscribers will see your videos, which is quite stupid from YouTube. I don't think they know what the word subscribe means. So this is why your support is so important, and whether a channel is a success or not, it all depends on you guys. So thanks again for your support, I really appreciate it. And now let's get to the chapter. This chapter was quite shocking. I think Oda should have put a warning sign. I saw that last page yesterday and I could not stop thinking about it. It's hard to wrap your head around it. That last page, it could mean 1,000 things, and it could change the direction of the story. I don't think Oda did put Doflamingo in this chapter just because. But do you know what it would be funny and weird? If Oda is messing with us. And in the next chapter we will find out that that creature, whatever it is, it's just a fan of Luffy. And he or she did buy a straw hat from the store. We saw on Fishman Island that now straw hats are being sold to everyone. And this creature has hidden the straw hat in this abandoned building because if the tenryuubitos or the world government will find out that he is a fan of Luffy, he will get in trouble. And that will be it for this shocking mystery. But I don't think Oda will do that, or at least I hope not. I will talk more about this straw hat, but first I want to talk about one thing that got my attention, and that is the buildings and the way the place is designed. It feels creepy, and this is the first time that I felt like this, and this is great. Oda has added another layer to the story. In every other place that we have seen so far, it was always nice to look at and cheerful and happy in one way or the other. But this place looks completely different. And because of that, I think that the tenryuubitos that we see now are completely different from the first tenryuubitos. I think they were strong and smart, and that's why they won the war. Otherwise, how can you explain why the ancient kingdom lost? Even if they did use some dirty tricks, you still need to be strong to win the war. There is a saying that says, you are as good as your rival. And since the tenryuubitos won the war and they did not have any rival anymore, and no one else they challenged them, and that's why they did become like they are today. Just some delusional weaklings. Seeing those statues there, I thought maybe those were the first tenryuubitos who fought the ancient kingdom. But anyway, back to the straw hat. First of all, it seems a lot bigger than the straw hat that Luffy has, so this could mean that the person who did wear it was very tall or a giant. Now we know that Soul was a D as well, so it could be a hint that it is possible that the person who did wear it was a giant. But now the question is, why is the straw hat there? And especially in a place that is locked. Doflamingo did mention the national treasure, but I don't think it is the hat, but it could be in the same place. And that's why people are not allowed there and it is locked. Maybe this straw hat did belong to Joeboy, a person who could be the king of the ancient kingdom. And maybe someone did tell Roger a little bit about Joeboy, and that's why Roger did decide to wear a similar hat. Or maybe the same person gave Roger the straw hat, and maybe that straw hat is old as well and it was passed down. When Rayleigh saw Luffy, he said to him, that straw hat does fit a fearless man like you. At that time we thought that Rayleigh said that because of Shanks, and then later we found out that Roger was the one who gave Shanks the straw hat. But now after this chapter it could mean something else completely. We know that Rayleigh knows the true history, and when he said to Luffy that straw hat does fit a fearless man like you, it could be that he said this because he knew about Joeboy and he was fearless. The fact that he and his kingdom fought 20 kingdoms, this shows what kind of person he was. But if the straw hat did belong to Joeboy, then why did they keep it? Why would you keep the hat of your enemy? And the answer could be the point that I made earlier about the first tenryuubitos. Maybe they were different from the tenryuubitos today. And even though Joeboy was their enemy, they showed him the respect that he did deserve. And since so much time has passed, I think most people there don't know whose hat is that and what it does mean. And the reason why I think this is that this creature was holding Luffy's bounty, and that's where he saw the hat. He did recognize that it looks similar to the hat that they have. But just to be sure, he went there to check it out, and now he saw that yes, it is completely identical except that this one is bigger in size. What if the land of Mariejois, it is the place where the kingdom of Joeboy was, and in this abandoned building was his throne, and that's why his hat is there. And maybe those statues are the warriors of the ancient kingdom. I think this is very likely to be the case. And lastly, I want to talk about Shirahoshi. I said in the previous chapter that she is getting too much attention from Oda, and I was right. So that tenryubito who was punched by Luffy wants Shirahoshi for himself. Now, if he were to come to where Shirahoshi is and say to his people to capture her, I am sure that her father would ask the world government to intervene here and protect them as they should, since they are part of the world government. But I don't think the world government will do anything against the tenryuubitos because they don't have that authority. But other kings and queens there will be very shocked by what they are seeing, and they will realize that they don't have any power and they don't mean much to the world government. And this is where the revolutionary army will step in and save Shirahoshi. It would be great if Dragon would be the one to punch that tenryubito just like Luffy did. And the kings and queens there will have front row seats to this event, and they will see firsthand who the revolutionary are and what they stand for. I think because of this incident, some of the kingdoms will join the revolutionary army because they understood their position in the world government. I don't think these kingdoms will declare there that they will join the revolutionary army, but they will do this after they go home, and it could be that they will do it secretly and keep it a secret until that huge war will engulf the whole world. And what do you guys think about this theory and also the theory about the Straw Hat? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, like and share if you like this video, and subscribe for more One Piece videos.